Hello and welcome back to FE7 Eliwood Hard Mode 0% Growths. We are on Chapter 23, Four-Fanged Offense, the first of two single chapter route splits in the game. The conditions for this particular one are the combined level of your lords. Specifically, if your lords are combined level of 50 or higher, then you go to Linus's map, and if they're 49 or lower, you go to Lloyd's map. Unsurprisingly, we didn't quite make it to a combined level of 50 with our lords, so we are on Lloyd's map. So Lloyd's map is a Fog of War map. Lloyd is a swordmaster with really high speed, really high avoid, and pretty scary high crit. You get different characters that you can recruit as well between the two. In this one, you get to recruit Wallace, a general, and on Linus's map, you get to recruit Geets, a warrior, who's definitely the better unit. So that's all the downside of playing this map. The upside is that we don't have to face Lloyd later in the game in Cog of Destiny when he is on a throne, and his avoid is even bigger of a problem to deal with, which I think overall actually does make it a worthwhile trade-off, though it would be nice to get Geets instead of Wallace for sure. Anyway, so we are taking Priscilla, Canas, Eliwood, of course, Kent, who is here to recruit Wallace, Ninian, Hawkeye, Wrath, Heath, Marcus, Legault, Fiora, and Isadora. Priscilla is ready to promote, also has a nice torch staff that is definitely going to help deal with the whole fog situation better than we've been able to in the past. And then Heath is also pretty close to promotion. Yeah, I think that's all I need to mention before we get started. So, the first thing I'm going to do is actually just go ahead and promote Priscilla. She's going to run up this way in anticipation of using the torch staff. There we are. And then we're gonna have Ninian dance for her, again in anticipation of using the torch staff. But just doing that reveals these couple of guys, so we're gonna go ahead and take them out. Hawkeye is gonna come up and take out this guy with a hand axe. And Marcus is going to go ahead and take out this guy with an iron lance. And then down here, we want to start on the right side by having Kent bust down this snag, which he needs a steel axe to be able to even do. And then I was looking at this guy at the beginning, and okay, so we're double plus lucky here. So Isadora can double these guys as long as they don't have 10 or more speed. If they do, then she needs the body ring. Well, I should say double them with the silver sword specifically, which she really needs to be able to do to be able to put enough damage on them to where they die like fast enough. So this is all very good. So we're going to go ahead and have her do that. And then have Heath try to finish this guy off. Which gets him into range to promote. Obviously that is like a risky attack to make there at 66, but I kind of need to. Because I want to be able to now have Fiora. Let's see. To equip that, or I guess it doesn't really matter, but I want to have Fiora rescue Actually, I'm gonna trade while I'm thinking of that as well. Rescue Kent and head up. I think, if I recall correctly, there's a ballista up here, and I'm pretty sure if I put her here, she's out of range of it. Yeah. Because she's gonna drop Kent off, and then Kent's gonna go talk to Wallace and recruit him. Any member of Lynn's party can form, or a member of like Lynn's party in Lynn mode, whatever, can do that. I think. Maybe not any member, but most of them. You know, Kent's the most combat ready. I could have brought Florina, potentially, because she could fly herself across the mountains, but this ends up working out pretty well. Anyway, so now we're going to go ahead and have Legault come up and use a torch as well. We don't need this, like, as much with the torch staff in play, but I think it's still worth doing. It doesn't cost a whole lot. So then we've got this like wyvern here. This guy can shoot using the ballista pretty far. You got this guy coming around. We don't want to mess with any of that with Priscilla. So we're just going to have her move a couple spaces forward and torch up into the mountains. And reveal a couple more wyverns. There are quite a few wyverns up here. We can't even see them all right now. Then Eliwood is going to come over here. Canas is going to follow after him. This business right here is really kind of superfluous, rescue dropping Eliwood forward. But basically, Eliwood's going to go shopping. That's his job at this map. Luckily, we don't have to seize the gate. If we did, then it would make this chapter quite a bit harder, because there's a lot of enemies that, like, don't actually end up bothering to take out. And then Isadora takes a whole mess of damage, unfortunately. Oh, Wrath didn't get hit, though. That's nice. Yeah, Wallace goes up and takes out that enemy, which I don't even know what they are. That scene with Nino and Jafar, we don't care about that. Okay, so now, so something interesting, I'm gonna try to show off. But first, we're gonna have Isadora attack. And Canas can't, unfortunately, get to her to heal her, so I'm not worried about doing that right now. She sets this guy up for another kill for Heath, who wants to promote, but doesn't have time just yet. Alright, so Heath... Oh! Well, I'll be damned. Okay, so... okay, so here I guess it's because he's a flyer. So if you end... if you make an attack from this square with a unit with Canto, as I've done it before with Isadora, then they can Canto off of this square. And I have no idea why. Absolutely no idea why. It just seems to be just like this random square that for some reason this happens. But I guess it doesn't work with Heath because he's a flyer? That's the only reason I can think of. Okay, well in either case, he's close enough to this village that he can reach it next turn, which is what he needs to do, so that's all fine. All fine. Alright. Meanwhile, we want to drop off... we want to drop off Kent, and make sure that he can talk to Wallace. So Wallace can get all the way to here. So Kent needs to be able to get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can drop Kent off in front of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, before I do that, I wanna just make sure I don't put Fiora like too far out of or forward slash out of position, I guess. So one thing we definitely need to do now is take this guy out. Marcus with a Silver Lance should be able to do that, no problem. Then we want to clean out these guys as well. I'm gonna start. Unfortunately, Ninian can't get past the forts, so we're gonna probably dance her Wrath. Let's see. Oh, he can kill with the short bow. Okay, that's nice. We want to get Hawkeye as far forward as we can because we're going to try to use Hawkeye to bait out Lloyd next turn. So we want to kill this guy with not Hawkeye so that we can do that. Let's see. Silver Bow should set up Legault for a kill here. Here we are. And then Hawkeye is going to run forward. And let's see, this guy, okay, he can reach the fort. So we need to... Actually, we could just put Priscilla on the fort, I suppose. Although not if we wanted to heal Marcus, which... I mean, I guess we might as well heal Marcus. The other option is to do another torch, but we shouldn't really need to. Like, we can see Lloyd right now, so the goal is to put Hawkeye in this forest, bait Lloyd out from there. We don't really need to see him to be able to do that. Alright, so it looks like... Doesn't really matter about Fiora's. Let me just double check that spacing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guess I'll put her here. There is another ballista up towards the top. Doesn't generally come into play too much, though. Good job, Marcus. He did get hit. It doesn't actually matter too much, because he doesn't go into Lloyd's range. Oh, hello. I guess I guess maybe the other times I've seen it miss. I'm surprised it did that much damage to him. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is have Kent come around, make sure he's got the right weapon equipped, talk to Wallace. And we recruit Wallace. So Wallace is, like, combat-wise, a pretty good unit. I mean, his speed is obviously lackluster, but his defense, it really is genuinely impressive, as you would expect of a general. His resistance is certainly not, and it's kind of amazing how much less HP he has than Hawkeye. Like, in terms of durability, like, yeah, Hawkeye has, like, 5 less defense, but the 16 more HP is such a big difference. Plus, you know, Hawkeye has all that extra res. So Hawkeye is definitely, like, more durable overall, I would say. Not to mention he's probably got more avoid as well. But yeah, Wallace is still pretty durable, and he's got a lot of strength. So I mean, you know, he's not bad by any means, but 5 movement is a pretty big limitation, and he's also almost as heavy as Hawkeye, so he can have some of the same problems in terms of not being able to be rescue dropped, which can limit, you know, how much you can mitigate his low movement. Anyway, for right now, all we needed to do is come up here and bop this guy, so we'll just do that. And I guess I'll do the shopping a little bit later. So we need to get Hawkeye into this forest. As I mentioned, he can't quite get there, so we do need to dance for him. So we're going to have him take a shot at that guy. However, before we do that, this guy actually has a red gem, which we do want to steal. So we're going to have Legault do that. Alright, and we hit him, which could be useful insofar as that might set up the kill for Wrathford Fiora. And Hawkeye is going to run up here with a Sword Reaver. Go ahead and take out this guy, because why not? Alright, so now, in addition to taking this guy out, we also need to just protect Ninian generally. Like, this guy can get to her, this guy can get to her. So we certainly need to screen her from, like, here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't need to really screen her from any other direction. I think what we're probably going to do... Let's see how Fiora does here. Pretty alright, although we do need to watch out for that Ballista, which we can no longer see. That's okay. And then Wrath. Let's see. I mean, we're probably going to so we need to be careful because Linus, Lloyd rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can get to this spot, but we can attack this spot with Marcus. We're definitely going to heal Marcus. Does he kill with that? No. So I would rather have him equip the Iron Lance because I don't want to like chew through the steel or the Silver Lance too much. Let's see, this guy's got a steel blade. Actually, I wonder... Wow, it still doesn't double even though the guy has a steel blade. He must be really fast. Yeah. Oh, you know what else? I should probably leave Priscilla back here. Well, I guess Marcus is probably only going to advance 1 square anyway, but whatever. We'll heal him now. Anyway, I guess what we could do... I'm just a little gun-shy about putting Fiora in range of the Ballista. I didn't bother to count exactly. I mean, it's... I think it's generally 10 spaces. It's like somewhere like here or here. So yeah, I think what we'll do is just have her take out this guy. And maybe we'll just not bother to attack this guy. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, now that guy, these guys can't reach Ninian. And so now it's time to go shopping. So in here we've got Reaver weapons, which we definitely want. In here we've got like just regular stuff. We do want some more javelins and hand axes. I am starting to run a little low on those. In here we've got tomes. And in here we've got staves. And I do want another mend at least. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do is go ahead and have Heath come up here and visit here and get the Earth Seal. So we do want to get all of this stuff done now because while we may have another turn, we may not. Hawkeye has a decent chance to crit Lloyd, so the priority here, I think, is we're gonna get Anas another Flux Tome. Oh right, this guy. I forgot about him. I better make sure that, yeah, I mean... Of course, I guess I can just... well, let's see, what's his attack? 21... Yeah, so Eliwood would not die to him either. Alright, yeah, just to make absolutely sure, let's have Isadora be the one to use this armory. Alright, so we're gonna buy 1 Lance Reaver, 1 Axe Reaver, and 2 Sword Reavers. And then Eliwood is going to buy 1, 2, 3 javelins, 1, 2, 3, and axes, and I'm actually going to buy an iron bow. I don't actually have any because I sold the ones that I had earlier. I want one for Wrath, maybe. Okay. Oh my gosh, he hit Hawkeye twice. That's actually shocking. Like, his hit rate against Hawkeye is like maybe 30, maybe not even, in the forest. Maybe it's 40, I forget exactly. Now all these guys are gonna go after Hawkeye because he's low on HP. Which is kind of bad, because it's gonna use up the Sword Reaver. That's why I bought the second one of those. So we definitely will have another turn. Which is good for, like, staff rank purposes, I guess. And it means I can buy a men's staff. Killing wyverns with a Sword Reaver, that's Hawkeye. Oh, or not. Okay. Oh wow, she was in range, holy crap. Okay, well, guess it doesn't matter. All's well that ends well. Alright, so we're gonna have Eliwood, I guess, and buy a men's staff. And have Canas heal Isadora. I'm actually wondering if I should even buy, like, another Sword Reaver. Probably not. How much of the one that this one did I use up? A lot. But that's gonna be pretty usual. Oh yeah, Lloyd has a red gem, but you're not gonna steal it from him. Yeah, so, okay, he's a 40% hit rate. Still, hitting twice is pretty unexpected. Anyway, so let's just get some more kills before we wrap up, I guess. I'll go ahead and let Isadora do this. And let's heal up Wrath. And heal up Hawkeye. I guess we can let Kent kill this guy. Curious how Wallace does here. I haven't actually checked that before. Not so hot. Sure. Imagine Fiora kills these guys without any trouble. Maybe Wrath does too. Yeah. And then I don't really care at all about giving kills to Marcus, but I will go ahead and do this just for the hell of it. Marcus has already maxed out his weapon rank, so... So now Heath is better. Still not amazing, but, you know, serviceable, and he's a flyer, so... Nice to have him promoted. Alright, let's wrap this thing up in... I think this is turn 4. Yeah, turn 4. Berg. Hawkeye MVP. And there you have it. So that is Chapter 23 in 4 turns. Next up, Chapter 24. Until then.